Hey, just coming in to do an update. I was just kind of getting my garage back in order. I'd bought a new vise. I got a new welder, so I'm getting rid of the old flux core welder. And my update is I've been working on some of the parts for the front end suspension. Had to get my bench grinder. Cheap $20 bench grinder. It was out of alignment. Still kind of vibrates a little bit. But I had to buy some tools. Bought a Hobart welder, flux core. I can hook gas up to it. So, but I got this cutoff saw blade by Lennox, but it says maximum RPM 5,200 RPMs, but I don't know, man. I was cutting with it on my my Delta, and it is let's see, 5,500 RPMs, and it seems a little. So I'm gonna go back to the grinder wheel, you know, the cutoff wheel. So it took a lot more effort to cut through, but I'm not real happy with the saw blade. So I don't know. Maybe it was type of steel I was cutting, I don't know. But I had to get my tools. You know, I got me a welding cart, and I got the new, what is it, 140 handler, Hobart handler, brand new. Went over to Tractor Supply, kind of count with them. It's in that box right there. He had it stored away. But I've been getting some updated tools. I'm thinking about getting a new air compressor, but this one works. But I can't run the die grinder too long because it runs out of air. It's only got an 8-gallon tank, but I only paid $60 for it at some guy's sale. But they got the new welding cart. But I got all the parts in these two boxes here from this thing. I don't know, I'm still working on design. I've seen some people turning these things and taking this part off and putting the seat down here, but I'm not sure I want to do that, because if I do run it as cross cart, it's going to run way out here. You know, you're talking 6-7 feet long. It's got a kind of a narrow body. So, and I'm going to need to get these wheel spacers that you can put on the hubs to widen the stance a little bit. Like, you can go up to like 3 inches on each side. But it is kind of narrow in the back. And when I'm building, it's going to bring the front out to like 50 inches or something like that, 52 inches, and it's like really extra wider, and I'd be literally sitting right in front of the engine. So I've been still working on designs. I got a pipe bender that I picked up at Harbor Freight, and I probably got the wrong one, but This is where I'm at. This is my old welder in here. The old Hobart freight welder. Flux core, I'm going to sell that. This thing, this works pretty good, but it's old and it weighs like, you know, it weighs a ton. And as heavy as you can think. It's made out of cast iron, I think, or something. But that's where I'm at. But the whole the front steering carrier, or the front suspension carrier, is going to be made out of angle iron. And then I've got some steel tubing that I'm going to use for down on the bottom frame part in my where I sit. So I've been collecting parts and things so I haven't abandoned the build yet. I just got to get it straightened out what I'm doing with the because I still got a lot of steel to cut, and this thing here is too dangerous, I think. I'm not real comfortable using it. Because I've been noticing this one, I noticed that those kind of saw blades, you only can go like 1500 RPMs on them, and this thing runs at 5500 RPMs. It's way too fast. And I tried cutting the steel with it, and it's like getting the steel hot, and it's throwing shards all over the place. And I was like, I think it's too dangerous, so I'm just going to keep it at the chop saw, you know. So that's where I'm at right now. And I did actually use the chop saw to cut this part in half. I'm going to use this part for the steering part of the suspension for the A-arm, bottom A-arm. So that's all I got for now.